Hey guys, I'm Amy. I'm coming on to do a reading for the Divine Masculine who is in no contact with their Divine Feminine counterpart. So I don't think this would be a very large collective. If you're a Divine Masculine, you've come to the realization you are a Divine Masculine, but you are not in union with your feminine. This reading is meant for you. Okay, if you resonate as being, if you're a masculine, you resonate as a masculine who is on the twin flame journey. This reading is meant for you if you're not in union. I think that's a better way to explain it. I hope that whoever is meant to hear this reading understands. Okay, I'm going to start with the Wildwood Tarot. Okay, so let me see what it is that you need to see and know at this time regarding your connection. So, Spirit, please show me what it is the masculine needs to see and know at this time. What do we need to know, Spirit? Come out. Well, okay, there we go. That's kind of too many. I'm not going to keep all of these, but I've seen that one, so we are going to keep it. Okay. So we have the Page of Stones, the Lynx. What an adorable lynx that is there. Okay, Page of Stone, Lynx. Pay attention to the physical realm and be aware of the effects generated by everything you do. A strain of wildness and lack of forethought can sometimes hamper your forward passage, but careful consideration redresses the balance. Okay, so if this is about a person in your life, someone with common sense and dedication who enjoys learning skills that improve efficiency or that lead to prosperity and comfort. As a friend, she or he values the authentic aspects of your character, can be an idle, good for nothing, or fall into an inertia that's hard to shift. Okay, as an aspect or process, learning the ropes as a beginner, keeping things down to earth or actual rather than virtual, setting practical goals, being busy. As an event or happening, mocking concepts of authority, apprenticeship, study schools or training programs, concentration, messages of prosperity or benefit, theft or pillage, inertia, public disorder. Okay, and for questions, what data do you need to make a good decision? What can you learn from this situation, and what needs your dedicated commitment at this time? Okay, so it may be different for each one of you. But that's going to help you know where to focus your energy. Now we've got the Three of Stones. Okay, the Three of Stones is about creativity. And let's see, that's giving me Okay, an artist listens to the inner voice and hears the wind song of the universe. The courage, freedom, and skill that allow the artist to mediate this energy must be refined and focused for effective and meaningful achievement. The practical manifestation of creative energy requires a clear and open channel to the inspirational forces and impulses of the universe. Allowing this energy to flow through you is a rich and rewarding gift in itself, just as releasing your dreams and desires into the universal consciousness always brings a response. So the releasing of creative energy invites into the artist the healing and enriching fuel from which further insight and visionary stimulus flows. This emotional and spiritual relationship with divine inspiration allows the subconscious mind to delve deeply and summons the intuitively creative power that actualizes work. Artistic beauty takes many forms and presents itself in a variety of ways, but the relationship with the subconscious formative energy, whether through music, painting, sculpture, or poetry, reminds us of the personal and intimate connection we all should share with the universal consciousness. Okay, so this is about tapping into your creativity. You're being urged to tap into your creativity right now. I feel like the person you're connected to is also tapping into their creativity right now. Okay, now we've got the Four of Stones, protection. Okay, the newly risen sun brings hope and renewed vitality to the vulnerable. Shelter and protection for the weak or the spiritually wounded is the responsibility of us all. Okay, many trials and tribulations serve us during our lifetime, and being able to endure such times is a sign of a strong heart and healthy spirit. Finding a personal place of emotional safety may require patience and a stoical dedication to the quest, but for those who have weathered adversity and known the loss, the light of life and love will always burn brightly within them. By building on a foundation of ethical beliefs, boundaries, and skills, we can be assured that when the test comes, we are secure in our self-knowledge and confidence. The human ability to recognize and feel compassion for those who need help is just as important. However, the storm may tear at our own inner place of protection. We must keep the faith that the sun will rise again for all those in peril and offer fresh opportunities and spiritual rewards. Such is the law of karma that each act of selfless protection and mercy for those in need revitalizes the spiritual warrior with a sense of peace and divinity rarely found in common practice. So, divine masculines, you are being guided to stand in your protective power here. Okay, you're being called upon to become the protector. Remember, the divine masculine is the one who provides and protects. And anyone who knows anything about twin flames will tell you this, that the divine masculine provides and protects. Okay, next we have the green woman. Okay, so let me find that. I believe that's the Empress energy. But let's see. The green woman. The green woman, the scourger of nature, crowned with ferns and wild roses, breathes the divine word of life. Her calm, serene expression is steady and full of graceful sovereignty. Around her neck is the golden Celtic gorget representing the sun throughout the year. The golden amber cup before her has written it the milk of love and nurturing, and the Sheila Nagig on its side represents the life force of all women. The green woman symbolizes the forest at midsummer. Here, amid the luxuriant foliage, small animals and birds of the wildwood live and build their homes, creating a whole ecosystem within the branches and a safe haven for the innocent and vulnerable beneath its roots. The green woman encompasses the female archetype of wildness and green energy. Her presence balances that of the wild man and represents the earthly manifestation of female solar energy and the rich bounty of the Great Mother. She also represents the goddess of the land, sometimes expressed as sovereignty, who challenges all comers to brave her tests and to offer to those who succeed the gifts of inner kingship and love and a deepening bond to the riches of the earth. From her pours the glorious light of the midsummer sun, blessing everything that touches with life and boundless energy. This figure is complex and subtle, but highly dynamic in her interaction with anyone who seeks to understand the nature of the wildwood mythos. She mediates the sacred blessing of earthly fertility and the beasts that inhabit it, and forms a deep bond with the seeker who wishes to attune to the rhythm of the wheel of the year. In the Arthurian tradition, she validates the kingship of Arthur by bringing him the sacred sword and establishes him as guardian of the Hallows of Britain, sometimes appearing as the Lady of the Lake, who fosters both Arthur himself as well as the young hero Lancelot. In other stories, she manifests as the Flower Bride, sought after by more than one of Arthur's great knights and offering the deep bonds of matrimony and joy to those with whom she shares her bounty. At its heart, her sacred role is the initiator of the human individual into the realm of the wildwood. Appearing at a time of rich nurturing and protection, of learning and initiation, when love and infertile relationships, both human and universal, abound, the green woman mediates the sacred sovereignty of the earth's soul and can show the path to understanding and communication with nature. But with this blessing comes responsibility. Remember that this glorious, magnanimous, and generous spirit can live through you, radiated by the sacred breath of life and given to others who need guidance and healing. Learn from the abundant and joyous spirit of the earth and be at one with the world and your true self. And that's what this journey is about becoming your most true self. Taking off all the masks that the world makes us wear and becoming 100% authentic. Okay, and then we have the Three of Bows, fulfillment. So let's find the Three of Bows. Here we go. Fulfillment. Nourishment from a spiritual source gives inner security and joy. Goals and desires are reached, making life rich with emotional scrutiny and a sense of completion. The archer must be at one with the bow to fully direct its potential energy, and just as the arrow passes through the bow, propelling it to its target with effortless grace, the questing heart and seeker of knowledge allows the energy to flow through him. This combination of balanced energy and intellectual focus enables the mastering of any situation and allows the enrichment of success by being both at one with the environment and its inhabitants. Reaching this inner stronghold of strength and peace can only be achieved by constant reappraisal, vigilance, and commitment to your goals. But the act of letting the power flow through you and having the trust to allow your arrows to fly completes an unseen universal circuit. The inner stillness and focus thus produced is easily apparent and observable to others, and builds a sense of trust, confidence, and security in those for whom you are responsible. This inner shining energy will inspire others to start out on their own path of discovery and sojourn to fulfillment. Absolutely beautiful. I love that. And I want to mention that I have, as of yesterday, given up nicotine, and this is what it's making me think of. So maybe there is an addiction that you need to give up in order to progress through this journey. And that's what Spirit is guiding you to do. And Spirit is telling you that you do have the strength to get through this. The name Chelsea, the city Chelsea, could be relevant. I just got a message from my niece Chelsea. Okay, now I'm gonna pull from the great unknown, the wild unknown tarot. Sorry, wild unknown. Okay, we got Wildwood and Wild Unknown. And find out what else you need to know. Now, this one is from Kim Krans. I also have the Wild Archetype, which I believe is also Kim Krans. However, this one did not come with the book. I had ordered it online. This one I had bought from an actual store. So I may have to look up the meanings of the archetype ones. Nope, I didn't bring it in here. I will just get the archetype out and see what intuitively comes to me then. Because I did not bring my other phone to Google it, and I don't know why I didn't. Okay, but let me pull from the Wild Unknown Tarot to find out what you need to know, Divine Masculine, regarding your connection. So, Spirit, please show me what else the masculine needs to know today regarding this journey. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. So first, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, and the first thing I notice here is the owl. So I feel like you're gaining a lot of knowledge on this journey because the owl represents someone wise. Okay, so let's find the Wheel of Fortune. Let's go back. This is going to be a lot easier than that. Come on. Okay, reading the card. You're not showing me what's where. Okay, so I guess I so sincerely apologize about this. The Wheel of Fortune is about cycles that we repeat, cycles that hold us back sometimes, but the Wheel of Fortune can also represent the completion of cycles. And I wanted to read the actual, oh, hey, we did got the number on here. It's number 10. There we go. Destiny, change of course. Whether day or night, the Wheel of Fortune is always in motion. Some call it fate, others destiny. It's possible to go for months or years without feeling its presence. But when this card appears, the eye of the wheel is fixed upon you. Don't be surprised if there's a change of course heading your way, something you'd at least expect. Whatever happens to you during this time, know that it is bringing you closer to your life's purpose. Okay, so be ready for something unexpected to happen. Now we've got the Mother of Wands. So that would be Queen of Wands. Here we go. Attractive, domestic, vibrant. The Mother of Wands is a vibrant woman and happy mother. Hey, that's the same thing that it said for the green woman. Okay, now. Nice. Family comes first in her world. She's very protective of it and is the dominant parent within the home. Though proud and determined, she has enough grace and beauty that you'd hardly notice her forceful nature. Oftentimes, she has overcome great pain or trauma in her life. It's important not to get on her bad side. Okay, so this can be about the person connected to you, your counterpart. I feel like the wheel is about to start turning when it comes to your connection with this person. Now we have the Daughter of Swords. So I believe that's like the Page of Swords. Swords. Okay, Daughter of Swords, honest, insightful. The Daughter of Swords is a young woman whose honesty and insights take her far in life. People truly value her frankness. She learns from keen observation. It almost seems as though she never stops watching. Sometimes this becomes a burden for her, as she can't help noticing this or that small detail that could have been done better. There's a potential for her to hold on to those experiences and become spiteful and judgmental. And perhaps this is something that you're dealing with right now in your life. Perhaps you're starting to become spiteful or resentful about something because you are in this energy. There is no gender in tarot. So when I'm saying Daughter of Swords, it's just it doesn't mean feminine, okay? So perhaps you're holding on to something and being judgmental right now, and you're being guided to let go of that. Next, we have the Ace of Swords. This way. There we go. Okay, Ace of Swords, truth and mental clarity. When lightning strikes, the whole world seems to light up for just 1 second. It's as though you can see everything. And this vision lingers on even through the storm. Such is the power of the Ace of Swords. Your mind will become clear, your thoughts precise. It's a great time to make those decisions you've been putting off. So I feel like you're about to receive some inner clarity. Okay? Make sure you're listening to your inner clarity. It's there for a reason. Okay, this is really important. I know that the masculines have a very hard time following their intuition, but it's very important in this journey. Next, we have the Ten of Swords. Okay, the Ten of Swords is about ruin, rock bottom, melodrama. When the Ten of Swords appears, you finally hit rock bottom. You've let others walk all over you while you play the victim. Is it possible that you love the backstabbing and drama too much to move forward without it? If not for drama, what would you focus on? It's time to find out. So I feel like this collective of masculines that I'm reading for, I feel like y'all are stuck in some drama and ego right now. And I feel like that's drama brewed up from your own ego. And I feel like now you're there stuck in it. And I mean, you did it to yourself. Next, we do have the Ten of Cups. Okay, Ten of Cups is radiating energy. This is coming up under the Wheel of Fortune. The Ten of Cups overflows with positivity. Your goals are being realized, and the excitement surrounding you is magnetic to others. You may feel as though light or color radiates outward from you, almost as if you're shining. Experience sensations like this with an open and joyful heart. Do not doubt this power. Okay, so these emotions that are of enjoyment and gratitude and that, lean into them. You're meant to feel that. Okay, next we've got the three, I believe this is of wands. Check and see. Oh, that's a major arcana. Yep, this is the Three of Wands, envisioning the future. The Three of Wands indicates you had continued support from others, perhaps from your parents or two good friends. With their help, you formed a sense of self, of your values and morals. But now it's time to rely on yourself for guidance. Clarify your goals and cast others' needs and opinions aside. The future is infinite and it is yours. No one else can see through its layer of light and shadow. And this is telling you that we create our own life. You're responsible for creating your own life. Okay, so stop following the path of following others and start on your own road, your own path. Do what it is your heart is telling you to do, okay? That's what that means. Next we have the Sun. Oh my goodness, the happiest card in the deck. Divine masculine energy. So if you're about to be stepping into this divine masculine energy, I am so proud of you. Like, really, truly, genuinely proud of you. Okay, it's about vitality, enlightenment. My crown chakra is on fire now when this card came out. So I feel like there truly is a divine masculine that is listening to this reading, or will be listening to this reading. Time is an illusion. The past, present, and future are all at once. So I'm recording this here right now. I even feel yes, I feel the divine masculine in here. Yes. Okay. Imagine for a moment you're soaking in the warm rays of the sun. It feels nourishing and healing. All your aches and pains just fade away. The Sun card brings this amazing energy into your life. Vitality and health abound while you feel assurance and clarity in all you do. Spend some extra time outside today. Be grateful for the radiance of the sun and the life force it gives all creatures. Absolutely beautiful energy there. Yes, I am loving this. Next we have the Nine of Pentacles. Blow up energy. Absolutely beautiful. Let me find the Nine of Pentacles. Here we go. Nine of Pentacles, happy, healthy home. Always a welcome card. The Nine of Pentacles is a time to enjoy the many results of your loyalty and hard work. This may be a promotion at work or newfound stability and happiness at home. It's even possible that you'll find yourself enjoying the finer things in life, as luxury and refinement oftentimes accompany this card. Absolutely beautiful. I love that for you, Divine Masculine. Wow. Now we have, this looks like the six. Let's see if that's the six of, okay, that is not the Six of Swords. That is the Six of Wands. Okay, Six of Wands, victory, success, rising up. Absolutely beautiful energy, Divine Masculine. I love this for you. From the dark, entangled branches emerges a butterfly. New life takes flight. If you're not reveling in the joyous success already, you will be soon. The Six of Wands is a card of victory, of rising up against the odds. The obstacles have been relentless, but now is not the time to look back upon them. The more pressing question is, where will you go with your new set of wings? That is the question. Where will you go, Divine Masculine? Will you go after your Divine Feminine? I know as she goes within and does the inner work and ascends up that you feel that pull of her pulling away from your energy. Energy that you thought was always going to just be there for you to easily assess. And now it's gone, right? This is something that naturally occurs when the Divine Feminine finally pulls her energy back and goes within and does the inner work herself. Okay, you as the Divine Masculine, you definitely feel this pull on your energy, and you can't explain why. And it's not witchcraft. The Divine Feminine is not doing this to you. You signed a soul contract before you even breathed one breath of life on this planet. You signed a soul contract that you would be with this person. Okay? And I'm feeling that you're meant to be with them in this lifetime. Okay, so you are being guided on the path to get you there. Okay, and I do believe that twin flames are very rare. And I do believe that it's rare for twin flames to come into actual union with one another. But I believe that's because there aren't enough feminines and masculines both doing the inner work. And, you know, when I hear that if the Divine Feminine goes within and does the work, it automatically pulls the masculine to go within and do the work as well. I genuinely believe in that, okay? So, I'm going to pull an archetype card for you now. Let's see what all wants to come out. What does the masculine need to know at this time? Okay, I'm going to go grab my other phone really quick so I can give you the definitions here. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I apologize for that. I don't normally need my other phone when I come over here for a reading, so I'm not really in the habit of grabbing it. Okay. Oops. This is called The Great Unknown Archetypes, Meanings of Cards. Okay, the Wild Unknown Archetypes. We start with a gape. Okay, and what I notice on this is there's a lit candle on either side, the top and the bottom there. So perhaps you and your person are both doing candle work. Okay, so I'm going to see. Okay. Try that again. The unknown archetype, a gate. Okay, so It represents selfless, unconditional, and universal love. So I feel like you are being guided to step into the energy of unconditional love. Okay. And I feel like the person connected to you, your divine counterpart, I feel like they've already done this, which is why now you're being encouraged to do the same. Next, we have the animal coming out. Animal. So let me see what this means. The unknown archetype, the animal. The unknown archetype, the animal. But you're not telling me what the animal is. The unknown archetype tarot, the animal. The animal, the unknown archetype. Okay, I guess I just have to say that first because it keeps cutting me off. Okay, they're just not giving me a definition for the animal. I'm going to move on from that. We have the stone next. The unknown archetype, the stone. Okay, the stone is a powerful, multifaceted archetype representing unwavering stability, inner stillness, and the unshakable self. In psychology and mythology, it embodies endurance, eternal truths, and a grounded foundation that survives the chaotic storms of circumstance. I feel like you are being guided to step into this archetype of unwavering stability, inner stillness, and unshakable self. Okay, that's what you're being guided to. The animal here, this may be a past one. I don't know, perhaps this one wasn't meant to come out. There is a reason Spirit is not letting me find the definition of that one, so I'm going to pull it out. Next, we do have the temple coming out, so let's see what the temple is about. The temple and the great unknown archetype. The temple and the great unknown archetype. Okay, so this card represents dual facets of the human psyche, the inner architecture of consciousness, and the vast untamed mysteries of the unconscious. Together, they symbolize the journey of building a stable foundation of meaning while daring to venture into the shadow. So I feel like this is about getting in touch, making sure that you integrate all of those shadows within you, okay? That you look into those shadows and you integrate them. Next, we have the self coming out, okay? And so far, this is really about being self focused here. The self in the great unknown archetype. Okay. The self in the great unknown archetype. The inner architecture of consciousness and wait, that's telling me the same thing again. Oh, that's giving me the temple again. the self. Okay, this says it represents the absolute center of your psychological universe. It is the ultimate synthesis of all light and shadow, acting as the guiding force that navigates the vast unknown. Okay, the self card is distinct from the day to day ego. It bridges the conscious mind with the collective unconscious, pushing us towards individuation, the lifelong process of integrating all parts of who we are. So, you may be going through an ego death right now. That is what I am getting from that card. If you are going through an ego death right now, you may feel that things are very, very confusing, very, very hard. You might feel completely alone. Unfortunately, an ego death is something that we must go through completely alone, and it's necessary for us to get in touch with who we are deep down inside, with our true inner self, okay? So it is definitely absolutely necessary to go through this process. When you get on the other side of it and you truly discover who you are, you're going to be very, very grateful for this experience. And I know it may not feel that way now, but I'm going to tell you, Divine Masculines, that your counterpart most definitely went through her own ego death or his. Just the feminine energy went through their ego deaths, possibly multiple ones already before you go through your first one. You will get through this. And, there's other readers besides just me that, I mean, I want to be there for the collective. I would love to be able to help the divine feminine community and the divine masculine community, even though I'm not part of that divine masculine community. I have been in the twin flame community long enough now. I really do genuinely care for the entire community, okay? Next, we have the vision coming out. So let's see what this is about. And we have more owls here, I notice. And we had the Daughter of Swords was also an owl. So, I do feel like you are seeing owls everywhere lately. I know I have been. Okay, we had it on the Wheel of Fortune, the Daughter of Swords. Now we have two of them on the Vision. The Great Unknown Archetype, the Vision. The Vision, the Great Unknown Archetype. Okay, the core meaning of the vision, it symbolizes your highest calling, destiny, and the lifelong journey to rediscover what you are meant to do. It represents revelations, big ideas, and the cosmic direction of your path. Okay? Drawing this card points to a need to view your life from a mythic lens rather than a purely logical or mundane one. It asks you to trust the revelation taking shape in your mind and to commit to a clear, actionable goal. Okay? So please keep that in mind. Next, we have the box coming out. And I feel like this is just you being guided to think outside the box. That's what I'm getting from it. So I'm not even going to try to look that one up. Okay, we have the Judge next coming after the Self. And from this, I am getting that you I feel like you're coming from a place of feeling like you're always being judged. You have this fear of being judged. But truly, if you're not judging other people, they're not judging you either. Like, take your focus out of that judgment, okay? It's not your place to judge anybody else, and it's nobody else's place to judge you. Next, we have the river coming out, and what I'm getting from this is to get in touch with your emotions. Okay? Cry it out if you have to. Get yourself completely alone away from everybody else and let the tears come out if they need to. And then once you cry it out, release it, let it go. It's no longer there holding you back. Okay? Crying is very important. I do not understand why people are taught in childhood not to cry. Crying is healthy. That's how you get emotions out. Okay? And finally, we have the sustainer. Okay? This one I am going to have to look up because I didn't get anything from that one. It does look like two hands molding a world out of clay. The sustainer, the great unknown archetype. Okay, the sustainer asks us to recognize the hidden value in the tasks that keep our foundation strong. And what I'm getting from that mainly right now, the word that came to me with that was communication. Okay? So if you're feeling guided to send communication to your divine counterpart, even if you don't feel completely healed, you still have maybe a slight bit of fear or something. I'm not saying jump in a relationship with them right now, but I'm saying shoot them a message and let them know that you're there with them on this journey. Okay? I'm going to leave this reading here. I really, truly hope it was helpful to somebody, hopefully more than just one person. I'm going to leave this reading here now, and I hope you have a great day or night, depending on when you're watching this. Okay? Bye.